Welcome. Tonight I'm on my way to Benwick, B-E-N-W-I-C-K, far side of Ramsey. I've opted to take the A141. I got a Tesco's van in front, and I was going to wind my brother up that my 1959 BSA would be recording on a GoPro overtaking a Aston Martin. I've no idea about Aston Martin. I don't move in those upper echelons of society, but Jason, yours looks a lot nicer than that one. That must be like the Lada Martin, not the Aston Martin. But oh dear, there was a dog there, quite a large one, that had been splatted. Oh, you can smell it. Anyway, I'll put my camera back on when I'm on the outskirts of Benwick, and I'm off to see the lads from Benwick with Dallas's bike night. My last weekday evening bike ride this year. There we're going. Mr. Aston Martin is letting me go past, but obviously he hasn't got the benefit of the acceleration of the BSA from 1959. 0 to 60 in 3.5 days. Put a leave pass in, watch a movie, and you'll get past something. But once she's warmed up, she'll cruise all day at an indicated 56, which is about 63. I can push her a little bit harder, but they've got a weak crank, so I don't push her. A crank failing on this would be somewhat troubling at nearly 60 miles an hour. Anyway, turning my camera off, I did what I wanted to do. Jason, Aston Martin suck. Coming through. Oh, bloody HGV, I'll be alright, come on. Way! Woo! What could possibly go wrong? The Aston Martin, I didn't have the camera on, but the Aston Martin was like a wasp. Once I overtook it, it was like, and it came back, it came past me, and obviously to pass me at 60 it had to drop a couple of teeth, and it came past me like a bloody hornet being chased by, I don't know, an exterminator. My non-six-fingered friends, non-webbed friends, this is exactly why people out in the fens tend to buy Harley Davidsons. We got a road here that is 3 miles long. It's got bigger dips in it than the Grand Bloody Canyon. Now, it's got a 50 mile an hour, better back off Cliffy, it's got a 50 mile an hour average speed camera. Why is that, Cliffy? Well, Cliffy, simply put, we have a load of people that come over from Eastern Europe to pick the crops. Oh, and what's that got to do with it, Cliffy? Well, they like a bit of the moonshine, Cliffy. Oh, and what do they do when they've had a bit of moonshine? They go off into the drink, and only a few of them have drowned, but it's enough in the middle of bloody nowhere to put a 50 mile an hour speed limit on. Now, most of them, Cliffy, don't have a car that's got either tax or MOT, so they're not traceable, are they? No, they're not, Cliffy. So that's why you get a house like that in the middle of bloody nowhere that'll cost you 250 grand for 8 bedrooms and a quarter of an acre. Anyway, I'm sat here for the next 10 minutes because somebody from east of Paris chose to have some moonshine and put his car, that's not taxed or MOT'd, into the bloody river. Anyway, better back off. I'm on my way to Benwick. I'm turning off Route 66. I've been on it for 10 minutes. You cannot believe how bad these roads are that I'm going to be riding on. Here we go. This is the first junction to Benwick, and everybody who lives in Benwick says, Dave, don't turn off the first route to Benwick. Now, there's no way my GoPro will pick up how deep some of these ruts are, but they're so bloody deep. I rode past the other day and there was a driving instructor giving hill start instructions from out of the pothole to the bloody student. Anyway, you won't be able to see it because my GoPro is using what they call hyper smooth technology, and if it's wobbling then it's in extremis. But yeah, the road gets bad. There's a memorial here made by the family to a young lad that killed himself, hit a tree. Now it's my guess, look, can you see the memorial? A straight line to the memorial from here, look. He's missed the bend, hasn't he, and he's hit that tree. How sad is that?
On the trolley.
Whose is the orange one at the end with the panniers? Have you ever thought about getting a colour coordinating helmet? Because that's fucking awful.
Is it upsetting you?
Did you get Tesco's like?
Are you a bit
Distribution
OCD or
centre.
what?
I've got OCD, AHD, bulimia, anorexia, schizophrenia.
None of it's
What
working
begins
for
with
you,
T?
is it?
No, none of it's working. Puff.
No, it's on the logbook as turquoise, so I think it's done
Hey,
blue.
puff. What colour do they call it? Puff.
Yeah, grey blue.
It's a Blue Oyster Club, mate. You know this, don't you? That's what I always like. The Benwick Benders, mate.
I thought it was Pink Panthers.
Just 'cause we turned down your
Here's the chairman. Here's Chief Bender. Here's Chief Bender.
You've got the wrong light for that.
They're just waiting for the patches to be made up, mate.
It's Wednesdays for the benefit.
Don't mention the patches. Ta-da, mate. Three miles from Ramsey. Oh. So I'm going to go back somewhere a little bit more picturesque. I'm going to go through Ramsey. But here we go, I'm on the average speed limit of 50. For those that can see it, the speedo illumination bulb has blown, so I can't see what speed I'm doing. Now the disadvantage with this motorcycle is that's a front number plate. Usually motorcyclists would not be worried about forward facing speed cameras. Anyway, I'll turn my camera on when there's something a bit more picturesque to talk about. So I'm riding through Ramsey, a large market town. There's the Ramsey Abbey, and this is the Great White. So this is the main street that leads. Sorry, this is the main road that leads onto the main street of Ramsey. My 9U59 BSA, eh? Same old faces tonight as there was last night and Monday night. 8 weeks yesterday that my father died. I think it's a case of it's not how long in time you've got, is it? It's how you spend that time, how valuable it is in making you richer in experience, not money. So for me it's about who you spend whatever time you've got left with, and we have a laugh. We take the mick out of one another, but underneath that polished, tough exterior, you know, a couple of people had tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Dave, why on earth didn't you call me when you broke down on the Norton? I would have brought you home." And in some cases they were tens of miles away, but they reached out. That's what it's about for me. It's not about the politics of belonging to a club or wearing a badge or even a patch. It's about having a hobby where this hobby you have to have trust in your own ability to ride, your own ability to maintain and keep it running safely. And I don't know, I don't own a pet, but I'd imagine it's a little bit like a pet owner. You know, you put something in and you get it out, and I don't know whether you can hear it now. Let's drop back from that Ranger. My bike's purring away. If it wasn't for the oil leaks and the styling, would you know it was close to 70 years old? My guess, sir, is that it'll be ticking away in another 20 minutes and it'll be put to bed. And yeah, this weekend coming, I've not got much planned, I've not got much to do. I'll tighten a few nuts and top the oil up and check the tyre pressures and fix the speedo bulb, but yeah, it must be nice, but it must be boring just wheeling a bike out the garage, turning a key and jumping on it, pressing a button. Me, all my senses are heightened. I've never taken drugs, I've never got any inclination to take drugs to change or alter my mind or cognitive processing capability, but all my senses, my smell, my eyes, my ears, even down to my legs and my groin, feeling the bike is talking to me. And you get to know if that engine's missing, it's not breathing correctly, it's over breathing, it's under breathing, it's happy, it's stressed, and you feed it in, you know. So anyway, my 1959 BSA C15 Star, 3-speed, 1 down, 2 up, and it's got a Daylighter 2 LED bulb. I'm hoping as I ramble this inane gibberish on, you can actually see the road that I'm riding. Daylighter 2 LED, negative earth, enhanced headlight. I've got it angled in such a way that it's midway point between low beam and high beam, and if the Ford Explorer in front wasn't in front of me, it illuminates the whole road gently on the right. Obviously I don't want to dazzle people, but yeah, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this evening's ride. For me, overtaking the Aston Martin was brilliant. Paying £2 for a pint of orange juice and lemonade at a pub was brilliant. Seeing friends was brilliant. Right, time to cut you off. Have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing. For those that ride, ride safe. For those that take risks, take them carefully. Respects. See you all soon. See you in the spring of 2024.